Look, I've given up on this, clearly, so you should too, so we don't have to worry about it anymore. Alright? Let's get talking. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the series known as Struggles of a Small Streamer. And what do we talk about? It's in the title, the struggles of being a small streamer. But like I said in the previous edition of this series, we'll be tackling stuff more outside of just streaming as a whole and the whole content creation and everything that goes inside that. But before we get to that, did you know I stream on Twitch? I know. How can I be a streamer and not stream on Twitch? Well, there's kick and trouble, but we'll get into that later. Yeah, I stream at least 2 to 3 times a week. No given days anymore. It's not Monday, Wednesday, and Friday anymore. It's kind of like whenever I have the extra time to, because I'm doing YouTube stuff full time now for the most part. But you can catch me over there, link down below. It would be great to see you there. We can chat and talk about the joys of streaming and content creation as a whole. So check me out over there. I'll see you there. So one of the things I want to talk about today is, should you keep streaming? Let's say that you've kind of just been streaming for the past 3 years, like myself, and you've just been kind of coasting along, and you've been averaging around 6 to 12 viewers a stream, which is, you know, that's don't knock on that. That's a full room, you know, full bedroom of people. So to put it in perspective like that, you know, you're doing pretty well for yourself, in my opinion. But sometimes, you know, I've been streaming for 3 years. Why am I not 60 to 80 viewers average? You know, I stream 4 times a week. You know, that's not how it works, unfortunately. You know, it's a grind, and some people get lucky, others don't. You just kind of have to keep going at it and not let those thoughts creep into your head. But with that said, should you keep streaming? I know there have been times where I've wanted to quit streaming as a whole entirely because I just haven't seen any growth lately, or if I'm just, you know, my creative abilities aren't there, or if I'm just hitting a burnout. And what have you said on the channel before? What's that old saying? If you burn out, it's hard to come back. Something like that. But the real question to ask yourself is, why did you get into streaming in the first place? Was it to make money? Was it just to have fun and create content? Was it just to play games and have people watch you? Yeah, there's a bunch of other questions you need to ask yourself before you ask, should I keep streaming? I have plenty of friends that are streamers that, you know, stream maybe once or twice a month, and they really don't care that they're not making any money. You know, they want to do it to build a community. They want to do it to just have a place for their game highlights to be shown, I guess. If you ask me, the reason why I got into streaming, because I wanted to build a community. I wanted to make money. Let's be completely honest here. I want to make money on Twitch. I really do. But the last thing is probably the most important thing. I just wanted to be myself and have people be entertained by what I do. That's the truth of it, really, right there. That's probably the biggest factor. I can't use that finger just by itself, otherwise it's going to be pixelated. So, don't want that. I want to keep this family friendly for all you lovely viewers out there. Also, if I'm squinting a lot, it's because this ring light is like right in my face, so I apologize. But yeah, why did you get into streaming in the first place? Like, you know, are you able to keep a schedule? Because if you're going to be doing streaming full time, you really need to have a schedule. You need to have things planned out weeks ahead of time, what streams you're going to do and what you're going to do during those streams. And it's just, sometimes it's too much for people, right? And if it's too much for you, obviously if you're not doing it full time, and if you're doing it for fun, that's one thing. But if you are serious about becoming a streamer and taking those streams and creating content out of it, like I've kind of been doing lately, you really need to have the time, the mental capacity to do it, because it is draining mentally a lot, because you got your creative juices flowing and you got that perfectionist inside you that wants to make the best content you possibly can, and there's just a lot of things to consider. And if you're asking me, which why else are you here, like I said before, there's been times where I just wanted to stop because I was either going through a burnout, I just wasn't seeing any growth, I thought I had given everything that I had in my system to streaming. I've definitely become more an exaggeration of myself as the years gone by, and that's not a bad thing, by the way. You know, I think you kind of have to do that with your personality, is be this kind of exaggerated, over the top version of yourself to come through the camera and the viewers. But with that said, I think probably the biggest factor is, are you happy doing it? Like, are you having fun? doing it. Because if you're not doing it for fun, well, let me rephrase that. If one of the other reasons why you're doing it and you're not having fun on top of that, it's going to come through and it's going to make you not look genuine, and viewers can tell that kind of thing, and it's going to make you look kind of, like a fake person a bit. And I've seen plenty of streamers that have been fake on their streams. I won't name any names, but I'm watching my battery life go down from 13 to 12, so I got to wrap this up. I think the best thing what you can do for yourself is to ask yourself those questions before you ask that final question, should I keep streaming? Because let's be honest, sometimes you are your own worst enemy, and you have to have a good conversation with your inner self to kind of fight your inner battles to get to the point in your mind where you're like, okay, I can do this. It's something I want to do and pursue. Well, let's get at it. The truth of it is, there's other outlets besides streaming. You got YouTube, you got TikTok, you got Instagram, you got Twitter. I would say Facebook, but the discoverability on Facebook is next to impossible. And there's just other outlets that are just overly accessible for you if you want to create content and, show off your skills, show off your personality, show off your lifestyle even, and even if you're just strictly in streaming for gaming, there's other outlets for that too. We are kind of in a weird monopoly game right now with streaming with Twitch, Trovo, Kick. There's other outlets besides Twitch. You don't have to give up streaming entirely. Even TikTok has its own streaming service now where you're able to stream games and stuff like that. It's pretty weird. TikTok is kind of like making weird moves right now, and I'm kind of keeping my eye on it a little bit because it is kind of intriguing, because TikTok is one of those platforms where I'm not growing very much. In fact, my YouTube is doing way better than my TikTok is, and Instagram is doing way better than my YouTube is, and it's just, you gotta watch the analytics and the stats come in and see where you fit. Like, I fit way better on YouTube than I would ever on TikTok, because it's just how the numbers are and how people see me. And I guess I just portray myself in a better light on one platform than I do in another. And that's not to say I haven't been testing it, because I've uploaded the same exact video to Instagram Reels, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. Guess which one does better? You would think it'd be TikTok. You would think it'd be Reels. No, I'm not flipping you off. It's this one, YouTube Shorts. I am growing so fast on there, and I couldn't be happier with the viewing that I'm getting. Because it came as a surprise to me. I was like, oh, where did all these, 1,700 people come from to watch me be a complete idiot and make kind of cringy content? Let's be honest. Look, here's the gist of it. I'm going to hit you straightforward, one-on-one. You can stop streaming. You don't have to keep streaming. You can do whatever you want. But if you want to keep being creative and creating content, you can also do that too. You don't have to stream. You can do the YouTube thing, like I said before. You can do all these other things that allow you to flex your creativeness. And streaming is not the all and be all. A lot of people think that they can just be successful just streaming on Twitch, and that is not the case. In fact, that can be further from the case. The best thing you can do is create long form content, and then create the short form content out of that as a funnel to your long form content, and then use that to bring your viewers over to your Twitch. I've heard thousands of people say this at this point. Bringing other people from other platforms to Twitch is the best way to grow on Twitch. It really is, because the discoverability by itself on Twitch is very low. It's very small number. It can happen, and it's happened in the past to some streamers, but you have to be very, very, very lucky, in my opinion. At the end of the day, it all comes down to what you want for your content and what you want for your viewers. If you want your viewers to digest a certain type of content, obviously focus more on one platform than the other. And if you think that streaming is not the key to that, move on and try something else. And you don't have to just stop streaming. I haven't stopped streaming. I still stream. It's just way less now, because I'm managing my time better, I guess, and my efforts into something else until I can combine everything into one neat package for you to digest even more. I've said digest a couple times this video, haven't I? There have been times where I've just wanted to walk away from everything and not create content anymore, because it is a challenge. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's very hard to keep that creative process going and put that into content form for people to enjoy or, support you with their praise and whatnot and all that stuff. But you have to give it 100%. You have to give it a fair shake if you are serious about creating content and streaming and all that stuff. And sometimes it is discouraging to see your friends and fellow streamers pull in more numbers than you or get more attention you're just like, yay, I'm doing the exact same thing and I'm not seeing any growth, or not as much anyways. And it's hard to keep I'm not gonna lie to you. Some people watching this are gonna be like, Chris, wow. But like, it's hard to watch my comrades in battle do better than I am, and me kind of sit in the same spot. And that's the inner talk in your mind talking to you, and it's rough. It really is. And I just need to remind myself that's not the reason why I'm in it. I talk myself down. Anxiety, we can get into that later in another video, but it's just, you have to focus on yourself. And I know a lot of people want to network and connect and do collabs and that kind of thing, and that can help your content, absolutely. But if you're just solely going out for that reason to grow that way, I think that's not that good. Look, I've babbled on long enough. I'm not sure if this has any coherent thought process. I just kind of turn on the camera and do what I normally do with these videos. It's just kind of like me venting and talking to you about my struggles as a small streamer and what I think might be best for you if you're going through the same thing. And with that, thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Make sure to follow me on all the social media platforms, because I talk a lot on everything: Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, here on YouTube, Twitch. Follow, like, and subscribe on all those platforms, please. It really does help me out. I know that's a cliche thing to say, but it really does, and it shows me that I'm on the right path here. And if you want to catch me on stream doing the goofy thing, links down below. I stream 2 to 3 times a week, so it should be a fun time. Thank you once again for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please, please, please like and subscribe and all that jazz, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care. This hair is gonna look different, I promise.
Majora's Mask. Oh, I should have clarified that